Congratulations on doing a great job so far. In this lesson, we're going to start using algebra to solve problems. Specifically, we'll be finding the value of an unknown variable in an equation. As we get started, go ahead and take out a couple of pieces of paper. You may want to write out some of the problems you will be working on in this lesson, and maybe even jot some notes for entry into your student courseware notebook. Ready? First, a quick review of some things you now know from our time together so far. Look at this situation. I'm starting with empty scales and they're balanced. We're aware that when I add a 3-unit weight only to the right side goes down. And then when I put a 4-unit weight on the left side would now go down because 4 units are heavier than 3 units, right? Now what would I have to do to get the scales to balance? To do that, the weight on the left side would have to be equal to the right side. One way would be to add 1 unit to the right side. Because each side now has 4 units of weight on it, the scales then balance. This, of course, is a simple real-world illustration of when 3 plus 1 equals 4. The scales are balanced because of the combination of weights on each side being equal. And you already have learned that we can represent this situation as 4 equals 3 plus 1. Now, let's add to this concept by starting with this situation where our scales are balanced because we have 4 units on each side. I will now add 18 units to the left side. Here I have an 18-unit weight. Actually, it's 2 different 9-unit weights grouped together. This 18-unit weight is a real-world picture of an important algebraic concept. It is obviously 2 9s. It is also 9 plus 9 equals 18. It is also a picture of multiplying 9 by 2 because it is 2 groups of 9 units in each group, which is what we mean when we say 2 times 9. So, to recap this important simple concept, 2 9s can be written in algebra as 2 times 9, represented in the form of 2 parentheses 9 or the form of 2 asterisks 9. And these are also the same thing as 9 plus 9, which of course is the same thing as 18. Now, back to the scales. When I add 18 units to the left side, the scales obviously became unbalanced because the left side is then 18 units heavier than the right side. So now let me ask you a question that may seem simple at first, but it's leading us to discover a very important principle of algebra that you're going to be using often in the future.